Hi there, my name is Gordon McCrory, I'm the Happiness Guy, and this is possibly the most important video you'll ever watch if you want to form an exercise habit. Big claim? Let me continue. I'm going to start off with a question. How motivated do you need to be to eat something like cake or chocolate or drink wine, whatever your thing is? How motivated do you need to be to do it? Is there any motivation required to do it? Is there any willpower required to do it? There's not. And that's really important. Because in my mind, exercise or activity needs to be more like cake or chocolate or wine if we're going to form a habit that sticks. So let's look at the differences and then apply them to how we can kind of use it for exercise. So what is it about something like cake? I'll just stick with cake as an example. Well, we look at cake and it looks good, so visually we've seen it before, and in our brain we've got kind of parts of our brain are lighting up going, that looks good, I want that. It's like, I want that. And then there's this wonder, it's like, I wonder what it'll taste like. But we've also got a memory of what it does taste like. And then when we get it, when we're eating it, I really need to stop thinking about cake. But when we get it and we're eating it, parts of our brain just kind of really light up, and these pleasure centers kind of explode, and it's great. We love eating cake at the time that we're doing it. Kind of flood of hormones kind of rush through us. We feel really good, and afterwards, provided we've got a good relationship with food and we're happy with our body and things, then afterwards we're like, that cake was good, that was really nice, and we get to kind of fully enjoy it, and then we can kind of remember how good it was and look forward to the next time that we're going to have cake. Now, compare and contrast that with exercise or activity. Most of us think that in order to get results from our exercise regime that we've got to do it for really long periods, that we maybe have to travel somewhere a little bit out of the way to do it. When we go and do it, it's not pleasant. We really don't enjoy it. It might be too hard. It might last too long. It might make us feel a bit like a failure. It might put us in physical pain either at the time or after it. Imagine cake that put you in physical pain at the time or after it. You wouldn't eat it. And that's kind of the thing. Our brains are designed to move towards certain things and pleasure and move away from things that are painful. So I think we need to change how we look at exercise and how we do exercise in this country. For an awful lot of us, how we do activity. I've been exercising for many years. I've been obese, I've trained harder, I've trained softer, I've kind of been out with injuries for over a year. I've rehabbed myself, and I'm back and really loving my training. But exercise is not, for most people, it's not meant to feel brutal. You shouldn't need to have all that motivation and willpower to go and do it. It should pull you towards it, much like cake or chocolate or wherever the thing is. So how do you get exercise pull you towards it? Well, I think the first thing is it needs to be not too difficult to go and do it. So it needs to be not too far out of your way. It needs to not take up too much of your time in the beginning, especially. It needs to be just this really small chunk. And if you can just do a small amount often, a bit like brushing your teeth, just a small amount often will get you really good results in the longer term. You can of course make it get a little harder as you go on so that you see progress, because don't you feel good when you notice some progress? Maybe it's doing it with kind of friends, so that you've got this kind of social interaction that's a bit like going out for kind of dinner and having cake with your friends. Give the social interaction to it so that you can enjoy the time with your friends, and so that you look forward to the next time that you go and you do it. But don't make it too hard. And maybe it's something that there's it could be a little bit of skill acquisition. So this is where something like maybe yoga or Pilates or weight training, I guess, but kind of to a point, where you're acquiring the skills so that you kind of feel good that you're getting better at something, but pick something that you want to get good at, that kind of almost feels like if I was the best version of me, this is the sort of thing that I would do. Don't pick something, if you're 3, 4, 5 stone overweight, don't pick a brutally hard form of exercise. It's going to mess up your joints, you're going to feel awful, you're only going to compare yourself to others in the class that are fitter and kind of look better or whatever the thing is. You're going to feel rubbish. Don't do that. Be kind to yourself. Pick something that's just a little bit of it. Think of it like a +1. If you currently do nothing, just walk. And once you can walk, you might consider walking and jogging. And when I say once you can walk, I know you can walk, but once you're out walking regularly and you start to feel better, then think, all right, maybe I fancy a gym class, or maybe I fancy a yoga class, or maybe I want to go and maybe try dancing, or maybe it's hill walking. But pick something that's fun. Pick something that draws you towards it, something that you enjoy at the time. Maybe it's got other people with it. Don't pick something that you have to be really motivated to go and do, because in my experience, almost nobody manages to stick it. So the message of this, and it seems ridiculous, is make exercise more like cake for you. Make it be something that lights you up, that you love, and that makes you feel better. Look forward to it, enjoy doing it, feel great afterwards. I hope this video has been useful. Take care.